Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, welcome inside of our studios. I'm Rich Walsh. Paul Zeise is right next to me. Give us a call. 412-575-2600 is the number. We're talking about Pitt hoops tonight. That's a big story. Heather Lyke is on the clock. The official search for a new head basketball coach started around 10 o'clock this morning, maybe started last week. I would hope it would start last week. There's a lot of names being thrown out there right now. Nothing official from any sources that I have about who is actually on this list right now. I'm sure we'll find out a lot more in a couple days. But there are good names out there, and there are names that I would imagine some of these guys Pitt would reach out to. Paul is right next to me. This is the big story today. You were talking about it all day on your radio show. And, what do you think Pitt needs to do right here in these guys that we're going to talk about? Are any of them a realistic possibility?
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Pitt, okay? You just paid $9.5 million or whatever to make a guy go away. You better come up with something that, you know what I'm saying? You better come up with something that you put in front of the podium and that people will, oh, wow, this is, or you better come up with somebody that you know is going to do a great job. Now, to me, I wrote about it today. They've got to follow the Virginia Tech model, I think. Pony up. Go pay money to go get somebody. That's what you have to do. I mean, the name we hear is Thad Matta.
Yeah.
Thad Matta, Danny Hurley.
Danny Hurley's not coming here.
Whatever.
Yeah.
These are
they're the hot names, though.
To get that kind of coach, okay? To get that kind of coach that we're talking about, you better be willing to pay at least $3 million a year, maybe even more. You better be willing to give them more than you really want to give them for their assistance pool. You better be willing to give them an acceptable number for their recruiting budget that's somewhere in the top half of the ACC, right? And you better give them some facilities upgrades, assurances. That's what it takes to get a real coach, like to get one of those coaches. That's how you go get them. When Virginia Tech, which is a horrible program, right? When they went and got Buzz Williams, who was nobody thought he was leaving Marquette, right?
Yeah.
When they went and got him, they paid him 250% more than the guy that they fired. A. B, they gave him all kinds of money for a recruiting budget, all kinds of money for his assistants. They gave him all kinds of assurances in writing type stuff for facilities upgrades, which if you've ever been to Virginia Tech, if you'd gone there 5 years ago before you got there and go there now, they've put so much money into that building, it's absurd. My point is, that's how you have. If Pitt's not going to do that, they should have left Kevin Stallings in place.
Here's my thing. Not only do they need a good coach, but they need to make a splash hire, too. Kind of like Virginia Tech.
They don't need to make a splash hire.
I mean, look, if they hire a guy like Chris Gent, how many people are going to support? That's what I'm saying.
They won't win the press conference with Chris Gent.
And they might not win the first half of the season. No one might show up.
People will not be happy with Chris Gent, which that's one of the names thrown out there. But if he's a great coach, it's different. And if he wins after 2 or 3 years, nobody's going to care about the press conference. But my point is, why not go get a guy who's a proven commodity at a level that's higher than like the lowest level of Division I, And I can't come up with, I keep hearing these names of these mid-major guys that, have had 1 or 2 runs to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the route to go unless it's somebody that's, I
think they need someone with head coaching experience. Come on, this is an ACC team.
There's no question. I mean, I'll tell you a name that's somewhat intriguing. I think it's a pipe dream, but Eric Musselman.
Yeah.
The problem with him, though, and he's got a lot of NBA experience, and so he'd be able to recruit. But number one, he's only had like 1 year at LSU on this side of the Mississippi. The rest of pretty much everything he's done is on the West, in the West.
But I think he's from Ohio, right?
Either way, my point is that's number one, and most of his experience is in the NBA. And number two, let's face it, the kind of people you win with at Nevada are not going to be sustainable in the ACC. So, he's got a lot of fifth-year guys coming through there, junior college guys. He's got a lot of those kind of,
Yeah.
It's a little different. It's a little different to try and get people into the, into Pitt. But if you want Thad Matta, okay. His last salary at Ohio State was $3.35 million. That's what he was making. He's going to be a hot commodity on the market, right?
Because there's going to be more jobs open.
So he's going to be. That's what you got to pay him. I mean, that's probably his market is $3.5 million.
Would Tom Crean? I know this is another pipe dream. Would that be a good fit? No,
I don't think he would want to. I don't think he would want the job.
Okay.
I don't think he wants to come here. I don't think they would want him, to be honest. Maybe but here's the problem with Tom Crean. He's not a very nice guy.
I heard some of those.
He's
things
abrasive.
Yeah.
He's kind of a very hard guy to get along with. One of the things that happened with Kevin Stallings, and I know this is true, is that there were some things that Heather Lyke wanted him to do that he was resistant to in terms of growing the program.
I heard that too.
You know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
Community outlook stuff.
I mean, that kind of stuff. There were some things that she thought he could be more involved in, some of the fundraising stuff, some of the, going to these dinners and meetings and all that kind of stuff, glad-handing people. And he basically, had that old school mentality. I'm a coach. And I think that if you're going to look at that, Tom Crean is the kind of guy, I don't think he's a very likable guy, period. So I don't think he'd be a good fit here. Plus, someone told me the job he wants, the job he thinks he can win at is Penn State.
Oh, well, all right. We're going to be talking more about the Pitt basketball vacancy, also who potentially would be your candidate. Give us a call, 412-575-2600. And where does Sean Miller fit into this equation, if he does fit in at all, because he could be out of a job in about a month at Arizona. Back in a couple minutes.